Good evening everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today we are going to talk about the Chicago 2023 marathon. It was an incredible marathon, guys. Honestly, Kelvin Kiptum'S showed the world why he's most probably going to be the first ever man to run a sub 2-hour marathon in an official competition. Eric Kipchoge has done that in 2019 in the Ineos 159 Challenge in Vienna. But as you all know, that time Eliud Kipchoge was running in an unofficial competition, so it was a very prepared race for him. So it doesn't count officially, although it's a monumental achievement, possibly the biggest feat. Maybe if I say sports history, it's an exaggeration, but one of the biggest feats in sports history and probably the biggest feat in running history, among with maybe the 10-second for the 100 meters. For men, it has always been a big deal, although that has been done already, I don't know when, in the 70s or 80s. So it's already been like 50 or 60 years. No, 45 or 50 years. And maybe some other feats also are that big, but a sub 2-hour marathon is possibly the biggest feat in running history, including speed, track, and of course, longer run. Before we start with the video, before I start talking about the Kelvin Kiptum Chicago 2023 marathon and also the women's race and also the other men's race, because also in the women's race it has been pretty interesting because the record of course was smashed by Asefa at the Berlin Marathon with 2 hours 11 minutes and 54 seconds. But the winner managed to break the record, the second best time. Before the 2 hours 11 minutes and 54 seconds, the record was 2 hours 14 minutes and 4 seconds, and the winner in the women's race managed to win at 2 hours for 13 and 44 seconds. But I was saying, before we start the video, invite you to subscribe to the channel. It's fundamental for the channel's growth. I hope that the channel reaches 300 subscribers as soon as possible. That would be a fantastic way to end the year, YouTube-wise. Of course, I also invite you to activate the notifications bell. By doing so, you will receive a notification for every video published on this channel and for every content published on this channel. After this, also, I invite you to hit the notifications bell and then hit the like button, and last but not least, share the video and comment down below in the comment section. And now we'll start talking about the race. Okay, so I want to talk about Kelvin Kiptum's race. Of course, today it is his day. It is his day because he broke the world record, he demolished the world record. Think about this. The world record prior to this marathon was 2 hours, 1 minute and 9 seconds. And Kelvin Kiptum managed to run the Chicago Marathon in 2 hours and 35 seconds. What's incredible for me and to me is that Kelvin Kiptum hasn't done that in the fastest marathon in the world, because as we all know, the fastest and most appropriate course to break the world record is Berlin's marathon. But Kelvin Kiptum has done it in the Chicago Marathon. What's more incredible for me, I know that also the Chicago Marathon is a very good marathon for breaking world records, but the course record before Kelvin Kiptum's run today was over 2:04. Think about this. He obliterated the course record and he obliterated the world record. That's actually something out of this world. To take that, to understand how big this achievement is, we have to, it's something almost inhuman. Think about this. The world record prior was 2 hours, 1 minute and 9 seconds, set by Eliud Kipchoge. But he did it with pacers, so he had disadvantage. Kiptum didn't have pacers, and of course this is a disadvantage because they don't break the wind for you, and that's an help. And he did it in a worse course, simply out of this world. I was saying that this race by Kelvin Kiptum can be considered as one of the best races of all time, possibly the best. I mean, it's the world record, and the conditions were perfect. That's true, because the temperature was perfect. There was not a lot of wind, but the course is not the best course, and it didn't have pacers. But I wanna state this right now. I don't think how many people can pace Kelvin Kiptum for even 20 kilometers. Think about this. I know that the first half by Kiptum is slightly slower because it does negative splits, and the strongest thing that Kiptum does is the split between the 30 and the 35th kilometer. That's inhuman. Think about this. So he ran 30k in 1 hour 26 minutes and 31, and he ran 35k in 1 hour and 40 minutes and 22 seconds. So let's think about this. He ran from the 30 kilometer to the 35th kilometer in. Guys, let's think about this. In an inhuman time. So he ran in 13 minutes and 51 seconds. Kelvin Kiptum ran 5 kilometers from the 30th kilometer to the 35th. That's something out of this world. And then from the 35th kilometer to the 40th kilometer, he ran in 14 minutes and 1 second. So in sub 28, in less than 28 minutes, Kiptum ran from the 30th kilometer to the 40th kilometer. I mean, it's out of this world. Simply mind-blowing. This runner has set the limits to another level. Kipchoge was the one who made believe the world that was even a slim chance of seeing a sub 2 hour marathon. Kiptum is going to make it real. Kiptum is going to make it real because, I mean, if next year Kiptum runs, it's true that Berlin is too close to the Olympics, because the Olympics take place on August. I don't know in which day specifically will be the marathon, but they take place on August. And the Berlin Marathon is late September, 29th of September, unless I'm mistaken. The Berlin Marathon for next year. So Kiptum is going to run the Olympics, of course. Kipchoge is going to run the Olympics. He wants to beat Kipchoge. He's the favorite in my opinion. Although Kipchoge is a 2-time Olympic champion, although Kipchoge is arguably the GOAT, he's not arguably the GOAT, he's the GOAT. I know that he doesn't hold the world record anymore, but all the achievements that he has done in his career are simply GOAT level. So Kipchoge's GOAT status as of today can't be denied by Kiptum's world record. But we can say that Kiptum is going to be remembered as the man, in my opinion. It's probable that this happens. Of course, in sports, nobody knows. In the future, nobody knows, as Rafael Nadal says. In the future, nobody knows, so maybe in 10 years, maybe in 2 years, Kiptum will get injured. The biggest concern for Kiptum, in my opinion, and I agree with all the comments that I read in the running videos, not in my running video because he didn't have comments, unfortunately. I hope that you comment here. But I thank you very much for the support, because I'm going from tennis to marathons. I'm not quitting tennis, guys, as you can see. I talk about tennis, but now I'm becoming more and more passionate on a daily basis on running, because I also run. Not at this level, not even close to it. Let's forget about this. Not at this level. But I also run. I was saying, I think that the biggest concern for Kiptum in his career are the injuries, because think about this. I think that Kipchoge had a more balanced and safe progression distance-wise. He started maybe with 5k, then 10k, then half marathon, and then marathon. He started running marathons when he was already 29 or 28 years old. Kiptum started running marathons at 21, 22 years old. He ran his first marathon last year at Valencia when he was just 22 years old, or I don't know when. I think that Kiptum is born on the 33rd of November of 1999, sorry for my mistake, my bad. So he was just 23 years old, now he's approaching 24. But in this year, in 2023, Kiptum has ran two of the three fastest marathons of all time. Because in London, also London was inhuman. Because we have to consider those factors. London is a fast marathon. Because the course record was sub 2:03. Kipchoge set that course record in 2019, if I remember well. But he ran in wet and bad conditions. Kipchoge ran his 2 hours, 1 minute and 9 seconds Berlin Marathon in good conditions. Perfect conditions in the fastest course in the world. So he had all the perfect circumstances and conditions. On the other hand, on the other side, Kelvin Kiptum didn't have the perfect conditions in London. Although he ran 16 seconds slower, although slower is an insult, but it's true, he ran slower than Kipchoge comparing the two marathons. Although he ran 16 seconds slower, he was running in the London Marathon, so a slower marathon, and another thing, he was also running in wet conditions. So yes, also that is a very, very big accomplishment. That's why some people say, and it's an agreeable opinion, without doubt, that Kelvin Kiptum's 2 hour, 1 minute and 25 second London marathon run was better than Kipchoge's 2 hour, 1 minute and 9 second Berlin marathon run. Could be true. But this run is the best marathon that has ever run in history, possibly, or at least the fastest one. I'm gonna read the splits. First 5K, 14:26. 8K, I don't know whether it's 8K here, but 22:58. 10K, 28:42. 15K, 33:09. 20K, 57:39. Half marathon, 1 hour and 48. 25K, 1 hour 12:04. 30K, 1 hour 26:31. And now it's when Kiptum got it serious, and he ran 30K at 1:26:31, 35K 1:40:22, 40K at 1:54:23, and he finished with a monumental time of unmatched magnitude in the history of marathon running, of 2 hours and 35 seconds. Out of this world. I have no words to describe this achievement by Kelvin Kiptum. I have literally no words. The adjectives to describe his phenomenal run today are not enough. And I hope that next year, although I have a bunch of doubts, I hope that in the 2024 Paris Olympics, we will see, or if also they run before together, I hope that we will see one Kipchoge against Kiptum clash, with Kipchoge being competitive. I have no doubts that Kipchoge can. I think Kipchoge can handle Kiptum's pace until the 30 kilometer. But when he does those inhuman splits, those negative splits, the last 3 marathons Kipchoge ran: the Berlin Marathon in 2022, the Boston Marathon in 2023, and the Berlin Marathon in 2023. All those 3 marathons were with positive splits, and not small positive splits, plus 1 minute at least. All 3 of them, unless I'm mistaken. I'm not entirely sure about these splits at the Boston Marathon, but still. I think that Kipchoge can handle a sub 2:02 tempo until the 30 kilometer. But then when Kiptum does these accelerations, can he handle this? I think no. I think that Kipchoge, to stand a chance, I think that Kipchoge should try to do something strategic. Since in the Olympics, probably Kiptum's main goal will be to win. And then if he's demolishing everyone, maybe he can think about world record. Maybe the best strategy would be to run his first half with Kiptum, but going a little bit slower. If Kiptum just wants to follow him and then outplay him after the 30th kilometer, to conserve and preserve energy for the final rush, because Kiptum after the 30th kilometer accelerates and it drops everyone out of the competition. We will see, honestly. I hope that Kiptum and Kipchoge have a clash in a marathon. That would be historic. I would have liked to see Kipchoge Prime against Kiptum Prime. As of today, Kiptum is the favorite, no doubt. I think that the best marathon runner, now the throne of marathons has been shifted from Kipchoge to Kiptum, definitely. Kipchoge is 39, he's turning 39 years old in the next month. It's not the same to be 39 than being 29. It's not the same. It's not even the same being 34, 35 than being 39 or 38. So I think that Kiptum is the best marathon runner in the world. And at the moment it's difficult to argue against this. Now I want to talk a little bit about the women's race, sorry. So I'm going to read you the top 10 men's elite standings. First place, of course, Kelvin Kiptum from Kenya, 2 hours and 35 seconds out of this world, as I was saying. Then, think about this. I think that Benson Kipruto broke the course record, but he finished in second place, and not by 10 seconds, not by 1 minute, by 3 minutes and 27 seconds. He ran the marathon in 2 hours, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Then there is Bashir Abdi from Belgium, who ran the marathon in 2 hours, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Then we have John Corey from Kenya, 2 hours, 5 minutes, 9 seconds. Abdiwak, I don't know his name, sorry. Abdiwak from Ethiopia, 2 hours, 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Connor Mans from the USA, 2 hours, 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Young from the USA, 2 hours, 8 minutes flat. Then Galen Rupp from the USA, 2 hours, 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Sam Chelanga from the USA, 2 hours, 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Then at the 10th place, Takashi Ikeda from Japan, 2 hours, 8 minutes and 57 seconds. And Matt McDonald, who was considered an elite in the men's category, 2 hours, 10 minutes and 34 seconds. But he came at the 13th place. Women's elite. Sifan Hassan from Netherlands. As I was saying, she broke the course record, of course. And she also broke the world record, the previous world record, of course. Because the world record that was set in Berlin of 2 hours, 11 minutes and 54 seconds isn't even consideration for someone else than Asefa, in my opinion, as of today. But she broke the previous world record that was 2 hours, 14 minutes and 4 seconds. So she ran the second fastest marathon of all time in women's, of course. Very, very good, without a doubt, more than very good. Then we have Ken Pen, I don't know her name. I mean, I'm sorry, but Ruth, just call her by her name, Ruth, from Kenya, 2 hours, 15 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm a beginner in terms of marathons. I don't know a bunch of things about marathon. I just like Kipchoge, and just like those guys. I just know a little bit of those guys, let's say. Then Alemu from Ethiopia, 2 hours, 17 seconds and 9 seconds, and 2 hours, 17 minutes and 9 seconds. Then Jocelyn, 2 hours, 17 minutes and 23 seconds. Naure from Ethiopia also, 2 hours, 20 minutes and 4 seconds. Dilaba from Ethiopia, 2 hours, 21 minutes and 47 seconds. Sisson from the USA, 2 hours, 22 minutes and 9 seconds. 8th place, Seidel from the USA, 2 hours, 23 seconds and 7 seconds. Arve from Great Britain, 2 hours, 23 minutes and 21 seconds. Vaughan from the USA, 2 hours, 23. Sarah, let's call her Sarah, it's easier. Sarah from the USA, 2 hours, 23 minutes and 24 seconds. Emma Bates from the USA, 2 hours, 25 minutes and 4 seconds. And she came at 13th place. And 17th place, Des Linden from the USA, 2 hours, 27 minutes and 35 seconds. And there is men's wheelchair, women's wheelchair, and that's it. Guys, I am honestly still... I'm not surprised. Well, can we say surprised? I think that we are stunned by the greatness of Kelvin Kiptum, because surprised, we could have expected this. The first man to ever run a marathon, the first human to ever run an official marathon under 2:01, he broke that, he obliterated that milestone and that barrier. And sooner than later, I think that Kelvin Kiptum, by the end of next year or next 2 years, let's see if he runs the long marathon again in better conditions, can do it. And I think he can go sub 2, and that's gonna be an historic achievement. Guys, thank you very much for seeing this video. I hope that I spoke well. I don't know, judge in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel. The goal is to reach 300 subscribers. Activate the notifications bell, hit a like, share the video, and comment down below. See you today, tomorrow, or later in the next video. Ciao!